Hey guys, Coach Jess here. So let's talk about the WOD today. The first thing on there is 2 minutes of foam rolling. So there's another video on my channel where I go through how to roll your posterior chain. So if you haven't seen it yet, go ahead and check that out. But today we're going to talk about foam rolling, or well, myofascial release in your feet. So I'm going to take off my shoes here. So you can use a lacrosse ball if you have one, or a softball. Either way, you want to come to a wall so that you have a little bit of support, so you're not trying to balance yourself on one foot while you're working on rolling that foot out. So you're going to focus on the meaty part of your foot right here, right? And then just press as hard as you can tolerate and roll your foot back and forth. This should be a little bit painful, as most foam rolling is. And what this is doing is it's sending a message up the posterior chain, telling all the connective tissue, all that wound up muscle to kind of just release. We've got a lot of leg exercises today, so you want to have that stuff warm and ready to go. All right. It'll also loosen up your ankle. So if you start to feel a few like pops in the front of your ankle, that's just the connective tissue loosening up. It's nothing to be concerned about. So from there, for our warm up, you have 9 bootstrappers. So for that, we're going to bring the feet a little bit wider than the hips, probably about shoulder width apart. Grab your toes, pull your butt down to the ground as low as you can. Elbows end up inside the knees, bring your butt back up and down. So when you're in the up position, right, you want to keep your knees as straight as possible so that you can feel that stretch in your hamstrings. Bring it down to sort of loosen up your hips there. From there, keep that ball that you had for your quadruped hip extension. So if you don't have a ball, you can also use a can of soup or anything small. You just need a small implement to put in the pit of your knee here, right? So you're gonna squeeze that as hard as you can. Coming down onto your elbows, take a big breath in. Exhale that breath, and then squeezing that ball as hard as you can. Raise that knee up as high as you can. So you have 8 of those on each side. From there, you can stay in that quadruped position. You're going to do the fire hydrant. So lift that knee back up and then bring it out. You're drawing the biggest circle that you can with your knee. You're going to do 3 coming in and then 3 going out. So that's 7 on each, or 3 going in, 4 going out, 7 on each side. So let's talk about the workout. That's your warm-up. You have 3 rounds of that. So you've got 2 EMOMs for this, and I need to put my shoes back on for that, because we're going to be jumping. Boom. And struggle bus. Okay. So the first one you have is tuck jumps. And yeah, these are as interesting as they sound. So it's kind of like a squat jump, except you're going to try and get your knees up as high as you can. So we're here, right? Jump up as high as you can, and then try to land as soft as you can. Back down. All right, that's your tuck jump. So from there you have goblet lunges. All right? Hold your goblet to your chest. For a lunge, feet start together. Step that toe back, just tap the knee. Don't slam it, all right? Alternating for 1 minute. From there you have the kettlebell swing. So I know some of you guys don't have kettlebells. We'll talk about that in a second. Let's just talk about the swing for now. We're gonna do Russian swings if you have a heavy kettlebell. If you have a lighter kettlebell, you can do American swings. There's only a 53 here in the gym, so I'm just gonna do Russian swings. I don't think I can get this thing over my head. All right, so remember, this is a hip dominant movement. All right, so we're just throwing the hips forward and then catching the kettlebell. So you want to keep your back strong and straight, squeeze your butt, and swing that kettlebell. Now, if you only have a dumbbell, fear not, no worries. You can actually do a kettlebell swing with a dumbbell, right? So just hold the dumbbell here like this, get a good grip on it so you don't throw it across the room. All right, bring it back, and then use your hips to swing it up. Same thing. All right, so from there you get a 2-minute rest, and then we move into our next EMOM. So the first is your goblet squat. So for that, a little heavy. Right, remember, feet are wider than the hips, so about shoulder width apart. Right, knees go out to the side, hips go back first, sit into your hips, come straight back up. From there you have jumping lunges. Yeah, those. So, from here, switch, jump and switch, jump and switch. Don't bang your knee on that one. In fact, I like to just barely let my knee touch, if at all. So enjoy that. From there you have tuck-ups. We know these ones. So lie on the ground, catch your breath a second. Whew. All right, so we're going to pop up, bend the knees, touch your feet. All right. And those are your tuck-ups. Those are your movements for today, Tuesday, April 14th. Enjoy, guys.